are here with episode 3 of Minecraft Memories. Although this time I didn't come alone. No. This time I brought somebody in for this jaunty trip down memory lane. My brother, Gekko.
Yep.
He's not my brother from another mother. No, this guy is actually my brother. Like, we have the same parents and everything. And I figured who better to have for something like this than be him. Because we're both millennials. You know, he was born in 84, I was born in 82. So we grew up right around the time that all the good stuff was out. Good cartoons, you know, back when cartoons were entertaining and fun, and they weren't, you know, pushing bullshit agendas, and Dan Schneider wasn't fucking half a Nickelodeon. You know, these are times when cartoons were actually good. Not to say that there's some cartoons out there now that are decent. Now, Rick and Morty, I fucking love Rick and Morty, you know, and other things, I guess. But this is going to be a trip over to the cartoons that we grew up with. Why do you have a cape? How do you have a cape?
I'm Superman. I don't know. It's part of my avatar thing.
Do I have a cape?
No. You got a back. You're a fucking lizard or whatever.
Only on the outside.
Lizards don't have capes. And you also forgot to mention that there's cartoons that don't have heavy overtones, but cartoons that had subtle adult references that children did not get at the time.
Right,
For some reason, everybody seems to have those.
Yeah, absolutely. They throw it smack in your face, or at least a good majority of them do. And that's totally, I mean, I guess that's fine in a way, I suppose. But
In a way, yeah, sure.
The thing is like we took, God, I'm trying to remember how to play this game after playing 7 Days to Die for the last couple of weeks. There we go. I needed to craft but anyway. So yeah, 80s stuff. 80s stuff was always good. As far as cartoons go, you know, we had our fair share of stuff that we enjoyed. I mean, what do you remember? Let's go. Transformers Gen 1. Transformers Gen 1 is always a classic. I am proud to say that I personally know the voice of Perceptor. Was Paul Lighting. And
we watched a lot of Voltron, and we watched the Kmart of the robot genre, the Gobots.
Fucking Gobots, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, the Gobot, I okay, so, I mean, it's pretty safe to say that Gobots was a knockoff, but I think there's a lot of arguments that say that Gobots was there before Transformers. Now, I don't really know the history of all that. I know that I want to say Robot Chicken maybe covered that at some point in time. I don't know. Whenever the little fat nerd was like, "It's Gyro Robo," or whatever the fuck he said instead of Coptor or whatever the fuck.
Gyro Robo.
Yeah, I just remember, you know, the show. I would always watch it in the fucking mornings, and before I went and got dropped off at daycare. You know, that much I do remember. And I am just kind of like, okay, well, I watched that before Transformers, and of course Transformers came out, and just completely everybody was like, Gobots, what the fuck is Gobots? And everybody started watching Transformers, you know. What I do remember about Gobots was they had that, they did have more female robots, I think, in that one than they did in Transformers.
They were quite gender diverse.
They were, and the female, the evil, I forget what I can't remember what the evil faction's name was, but they had, like, she was a black Trans Am. Maybe it was a Trans Am or a Corvette or something, but she was an absolute bitch. And she had this weird face, like, it was just like whenever she would transform into her robot mode, they all looked fucking weird when they transformed into their robot mode.
Get temporarily derpy.
Dude, you have no idea. I mean, it reminded me of, like, Liquid Television, Aeon Flux shit on MTV.
Oh, God.
right? So it was scary, but they had the coolest like laser sound effects and shit. I have no fucking idea what I wanted to do when I got into Minecraft.
I don't know. I think we've already done all this. I think you probably have done this. At least.
I did a little bit. I did some exploring.
Did you dig down? No, you didn't actually. You got a pickaxe?
Yeah, I do.
Let me get a pickaxe from you real quick.
Okay, tossing pickaxe. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. There you go.
Because this is one of those thingies that has those treasure chests in it.
Oh yeah, it's got all the bombs and shit down at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get one of those treasure chests.
But I figured we'd start with cartoons and work our way to TV shows. So cartoons like Gobots, of course, Transformers. G.I. Joe, obviously, that's a fucking no-brainer.
That's a given, I think.
Yeah, I watched my fair share of G.I. Joe, and I love
America. If you don't like G.I. Joe, you can get out.
They can't. I don't. If they tried to do a G.I. Joe revival now, I don't think it would go well with a lot of audiences. Even though, like, you know, when you go back and you watch some of their PSAs, not the joke PSAs that everybody's come to know and love, which are fucking great in their own right, by the way. But like some of their other PSAs, they taught you legit values. You know, don't fuck with a power line when it's down. Don't fuck with a stray dog who's absolutely an asshole. You know, just you know, don't do stupid shit. And yeah, of course you'd have.
Yeah, a dog that's frothing at the mouth is not a dog that.
No, it's not. He's got like I love that PSA too because it's all friendly and shit. Looks like a pit bull. I guess what they thought a cartoon pit bull should look like, and then it starts just growling and oh yeah, it was brutal.
Ow! Where the hell did you go?
I was running. Well, there's that village over there, and then there's lights coming over there. So I'm imagining that's probably another citadel that I haven't.
You're heading towards the other village?
Yeah, looks like Minas Tirith.
Minas Tirith.
I do remember the time that I spent in Houston. There were two shows that stood out the most that I watched, and one was Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates, which I liked. I know a lot of people might not remember that, but if you do, you know that was a alternate take on the story of Peter Pan, and it was I thought it was fucking amazing. And I don't remember if this was 90's. I think it was, but it was Pirates of Dark Water.
I was just about to say that. That was 90's.
And that was so good, and they never finished it, and I wish they fucking would. Because, man, it had such a good story going.
I think that was heavily underrated.
It was underrated, and it was really good. And, yeah, just, it was I don't want to say it was a sleeper hit, but, you know,
and
it's fair to say.
We watched both of the Sonic cartoons, the original Sonic cartoons.
The Archie comic Sonic. Which had the whole, had both of them had fucking Urkel the Hedgehog, or both of them had Jaleel White, whereas the voice is Sonic the Hedgehog. Look, I understand that a lot of people like Roger Craig Smith as the voice actor for Sonic the Hedgehog, but I'm sorry, but Jaleel White was the first one, and I liked his Sonic because his Sonic was far more sarcastic and attitudey, like he's supposed to be. Again, no disrespect to Roger Craig Smith, but funny.
Well, they brought him back for the not only for the Sonic Sat AM one, but also the fan film that got made that had fucking Nostalgia Critic and AVGN.
The one he had no spiel. I remember that fucking thing. It's like,
yeah, Nostalgia Critic had no lines. He
had no speaking lines. He was just being held at gunpoint. I guess they can only afford his appearance fee, but no fucking scripted fee because you know he's a dick like that. Whatever, fuck that guy. Anyway. But yeah, Jaleel White, I fucking loved his Sonic. But I did remember the Archie comic one, which is the goofy one with him and Tails and Robotnik being, you know, and with Grounder or Scratch and Grounder being his fucking lackeys. And then the semi-serious one, which was more loosely based off of the other comic book. I don't know if it was also Archie, but it might have been the other publishing company that took it. And that one had to do with the kind of like the roboticizing shit and how Robotnik was just like this maniacal overlord. Like he had already won and they were leading like a resistance and all this other shit. So all those characters you see in there were, for people who had played the games, they're like, who the fuck is Bunny Rabbit? Who the fuck is this French guy? Who the fuck is Sally? Right? And then people were going, well, what the fuck? They're not in the games. No shit, they're not in the games. This is all based off of the comic book, which was great, because at least by that time you could tell that cartoons are starting to drift away from video games, because the debacle that was the Super Mario Brothers cartoon, which wasn't.
I didn't mind the Mario Brothers cartoon, just like I didn't mind. Like, we grew up watching the Super Show, but I didn't mind the cartoon they had, the Super Mario World cartoon.
But see, we knew we liked the Super Mario Brothers Super Show because it was motherfucking Lou Albano. I'm sorry, Captain Lou Albano. Right? So like,
it was Captain. I mean, he wasn't in the sketches though.
Yeah, he was.
Not as Mario, it was somebody else.
No, he was in the sketches too, and he was the voice of Mario at the same time too. What I'm saying is that, you have a fucking legend, WWE legend, and the guy who played Luigi, whatever his name is, but
there's a famous sketch from that show.
Is that when he says "fuck you, Luigi," or he sounds like he says "fuck you, Luigi"?
No. There's a sketch from that show that Roddy Piper was in. Yeah, the Roddy Piper.
There's that fucking.
The guy that played Mario was not Lou Albano.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're just remembering it wrong. Maybe.
Maybe.
All I know is that particular sketch from the show was on OSW, and that Mario was not Lou Albano.
Well,
So I have no idea.
Well, so I know that cartoon dealt with Mario's 1 and 2. Yeah, Mario 1 and 2. Not the Lost Levels. Everybody's like, well, that's the true version of number 2. Yes, I'm aware. However, we didn't see that game until Super Mario All-Stars on the SNES. And then they did the other Mario cartoon that was Mario 3. And then they did one for Super Mario World. And, one of the things I noticed is that they changed their names of the Koopalings, or the Koopa Kids. You ever notice that? Like, it went from, like, Iggy Von Koopa, or not Iggy, like Ludwig Von Koopa, and they just called him, oh, Christ, what did I give him his fucking name? I don't remember now. But, like, Wendy-O Koopa was now known as Cookie. Cookie Koopa. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm wondering if there was some kind of issue with Nintendo or with Shigeru Miyamoto as to why they couldn't use their original names. I didn't, like, Larry, or like, was it Larry and Lemmy were known as Hip and Hop, so it's kind of like, I picked that up.
It could have been something as simple as, like, maybe the people that were responsible for producing the show were like, kids aren't going to get the references you're making to who these characters are based on and who they're named after. Just call them Cookie. Give them kid names, like Cookie and Squirt and Poop and whatever crap they thought of at the time.
That's because a lot of those showrunners, like, pretty much just thought all kids were stupid. But then, like, they didn't realize that a large demographic of the people that were watching these video game cartoons were gamers, and we picked up on that shit quick. And it still irritates me to this day that we got saddled with that atrocious Super Mario Brothers. You know what? I'm just gonna kill this pig just because I need something to do. Come here. She run from me. Give me pork. That atrocious Super Mario Brothers movie where they said that, Bob Hoskins was drunk every day on set. Well, can you fucking blame him? This is a classically trained actor, for fuck's sake. I'd be drunk every fucking day, too. We got that. What did everybody else in this generation get? Fucking Detective Pikachu, which was a great movie. I liked it. Because not just because it had Ryan Reynolds, but because the graphics were amazing, had a really good story for a Pokemon movie. And I'm not really all that into Pokemon anymore these days. But I love the fuck out of it.
I can't stand, in comparison to cartoons we grew up watching versus cartoons now, it was very uncommon for certain characters to have snark. Now every goddamn cartoon character's gotta have some fucking attitude or snarkiness to them.
Oh yeah, everybody's all witty and they say witty shit and they're on sarcasm mode. Go to the glue factory. They're on like sarcasm mode 24/7, and it's just like, really? I don't think that this is how a person would
No, and see, that's the thing that I've always complained about in terms of modern animation or just modern anything.
No, it's writing. It's the writing, dude.
I can't stand overly cocky, overly confident, overly cool characters. Like,
Yeah, there's no development.
Characters. Yeah, there's never any character in peril. There's no cliffhanger episodes. It's always just like, and they don't. None of the stories ever connect.
No,
they're always just one-off episodes of shit to fucking entertain the kids that are distracted by colors and movement.
Or they're really fucking stoned. I mean, see SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, but like the ones that actually pay attention to that shit,
which is fine. Really I'm not bagging on anybody who gets high and watches SpongeBob. Trust me, I'm not. Actually, it's funny for a cartoon that's my sword, or an axe sword. For a cartoon that's marketed towards a child demographic, it's actually more enjoyed by kids in college and people who smoke a lot of ganja. You know what? Hey, whatever, man. You do you. I ain't gonna rag on you for that. But characters nowadays, yeah, you're right. They have no fucking development whatsoever, and that's why they're just bland and boring, and why a majority of them, you know, and it's the writers too, and they push a lot of bullshit agendas. But we're getting off kilter on this one, though. But they were supposed to take a trip down memory lane. But of course, I guess I should mention that we're gonna bitch a little bit along the way, because somebody's got to say it, and might as well be us. You know?
It wouldn't be us if we didn't bitch about something.
That's true. That's true. But at least we got the facts. Oh, I said the F word. I said facts. Uh-oh. Oh, no, Nick. I said facts.
Oh, no. Are you an ISIS?
Oh, no.
I
am not...
No, there's dude, there's so little that I watch animated style. There's like this fucking century, this generation. I can't stand a lot of the modern cartoons. It's not nearly the same as it used to be.
And while
I'm not gonna be labeled as that person that's like, oh, that's because you're 36 and maybe cartoons aren't for you. It's like, no, dude, there are
cartoons are for everybody,
I still
dude.
enjoy watching, but I can't stand a lot of the shit they put out on TV these days. It's fucking trash.
It is, and I hate to be the. I mean, I'll admit it. First and foremost, it is absolute garbage. Now there are some shows that are pretty good, and then there are some that are absolute just fucking ass. And I don't understand how they're entertaining. I guess I never will. Maybe I'm not supposed to, but you know what? It's totally cool. Whatever. But anyway, so back to that. So yeah, that's the debacle that was the Super Mario Brothers cartoon, which again, absolute shit. And I don't even know if it was shown all over the world or not. I would hope not. I would really hope that it wasn't shown in Japan, because if they were, they'd probably just die laughing at how fucking dumb it turned out.
Because American companies are willing to jump on any IP as long as it can net them some ratings.
Fuck yes, they do. Absolutely. You know what's funny? You want to know something really funny? You know how fast they jumped on Pokemon, right? There is a series in Japan that it's not identical to Pokemon, and I may have mentioned this before, but there is a series in Japan that has been running just as long as Pokemon, if not longer, and nobody gives a shit about it, and it's just as equally entertaining, from what I understand, and that's called Yokai Watch.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, Yokai Watch. They do a lot of. The only reason I know about it is because they do a lot of collaboration events in Final Fantasy XIV, and it's cool. You got it. Their yokai are basically ghosts or spirits or whatever the fuck, and this kid goes around and collects them. And I want to say that's probably the basis of it. I could be wrong. So if you know what Yokai Watch is, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know of it, so if anybody, if you know what the hell it's all about other than what he said, then...
Yeah, let us know in the comments below, please. I've heard good things. I'm not gonna shit on it, because like I said, I've heard good things.
I have found a village.
I found a cave.
I found a village.
I found a deep-ass cave.
It's not abandoned. This is your world. You may have already explored it. So.
I didn't really explore much, if I'm being honest. I just kind of made this.
Smoker.
A what?
A smoker.
What's a smoker?
A smoker, dude. Not from Left 4 Dead.
God.
Will you cook meat faster?
Oh, shit, break it down and bring it home.
That's what I'm doing. Well, you gave me a busted ass fucking pickaxe.
Make another one.
I'm gonna make another one with the smoker.
I found a cave.
I found a few.
I'm currently exploring
Yeah, the pickaxe was too weak for me to go exploring too much because I don't want to lose it and just not have a way to get back up. Okay, there's a chest. That's not a chest. That's a fucking...
Anyway,
gear.
let's see, what do we remember? So, I mean, like, yeah, 80's had some really good cartoons. 90's did too. 80's, again, 80's, I liked the 80's cartoons, especially on Saturday. Saturday was when the good shit came on. Saturday was like when you got up in the morning and your parents weren't up because, you know, they were all sleeping off the fucking blackout drunk from the night before. And...
where you pretty much had the living room all to yourself for a couple hours once you woke up.
Right, well, until the other siblings got up and they started fighting over the fucking TV, so we would just get dressed to go hang out with our friends, but, you know, it's whatever. But yes, you are correct. God damn it.
Whole lot of that going on.
A whole lot of goddamn
yeah, Saturday mornings, no, a whole lot of getting the living room to ourselves in the mornings on Saturday.
Yeah, we were able to watch like a couple of like, oh god, okay, so Saturday morning cartoons consisted of, let me think, Crow.
We watched like Crow was good. Reboot.
The Reboot was fucking awesome. I miss Reboot. I was so grateful when they brought that back on Toonami.
We watched all the Fox animated shows, your Spider-Man's, Batman, the animated series.
X-Men, the animated series, Batman, the animated series, fucking the 90's Iron Man cartoon was kind of shitty though. So was the Fantastic Four. I did. I did watch that one, and then it was kind of crap. I did not like, until to this day, I still don't like the Mega Man cartoon.
You were all about that. Don't even talk about how you didn't fucking watch that shit.
I didn't really. I said I
wanted to watch. I wanted to watch Press Your Luck. You wanted to watch fucking Mega Man. So don't give me that shit. I'd rather watch the Whammies than Mega Man. You were all about it.
I'm just saying, man. I didn't dig it all that much. I mean, I watched it just to watch. Ooh, Diamond. I watched it just to watch it, but I didn't dig it all that much.
You started complaining as you got older and actually were able to absorb more knowledge about Mega Man.
Well, yeah, I mean,
at the time, we didn't fucking play 6 until we rented it from a grocery store in Alabama. We never even knew that 6 existed until we were living at Cross Creek.
Well, I didn't even know 3 existed until you said you had it.
Yeah, so 6 had come out years beforehand.
I don't have my bucket. Damn it. There's a diamond here. Oh well.
You need a bucket for a diamond?
Oh, well, okay. There's water. There's fucking lava.
Well, there's a lava right here. So in the middle.
I'm just gonna try to hop back up and then go back. Oh god, if I can find my way out, we'll see if I can. But
best of luck to you. That's always the fun part. No, started on Nicktoons.
What the hell? Oh, we haven't gotten to Nickelodeon yet. Oh, I found a spawn point.
We watch stuff like Inspector Gadget.
See, I did like Inspector Gadget. Even that was always a fun show. It really was.
Yeah. Actually, I watched. We watched Alvin and the Chipmunks and Rescue Rangers, all the Disney stuff.
DuckTales.
Goof Troop.
I didn't watch Goof Troop.
I did because it tied in with the movie. Like, I think I watched the Goofy movie first, and then started watching Goof Troop after that because I had no idea who the hell PJ and Big Pete were.
Well,
outside of their inclusion in old Disney cartoons.
I really think that I want to say that show came out after a Goofy movie, but I could be wrong.
Remember DTV?
DTV?
Yeah. It was all like just It was all exclusive Disney cartoons on Disney Channel.
Kind of.
Like when we wanted to not watch some of the crap they're putting out, we wanted to watch straight up Mickey and Donald. I want to say it had to have been DTV.
Maybe. I can make torches.
Torches.
Well, I need them because again, I'm trying to fucking get my way out of this cave. There's a lava fall and all kinds of fun shit. Anyway, I remember there were, well, let's see. As far as cartoons go, there was the Earthworm Jim cartoon. There was the...
Oh, that was the, where they actually, every time they showed, or they talked about the Evil Queen, they had to give her full name.
Yeah. What was it? Evil Queen, bloated, festering, pus-filled. Wait, Evil Queen, bloated, festering, pus-filled, malforms, or sweaty, malformed, slug for a butt. I think that's how it was.
There's like one other word in there, but yeah, there was a.
The guy, like I made a mention on probably the last video I did with another YouTuber who was supposed to be a friend of mine, but. He got 1,000 subs and it went straight to his head.
Things change, people change.
Yeah,
and
don't trust
YouTubers,
YouTubers, by the way, people. Don't ever trust a YouTuber.
Vic
Seriously.
Mackey said it best, and you can fucking update it for 2020. Money and pussy make man do evil shit. So when you get your sub count up and you forget about the ones who were there by your side when you first started, that kind of shows your true colors.
Yeah, using my fucking website as a platformer and everything and all that. Using my fucking website as a platform, and I fucking voiced an opinion about something and it's like, oh, nope, never mind, fuck this guy. Like, oh, okay, cool, then fucking enjoy your 1,000 subs, you prick.
I got 1,000 subs, puts on sunglasses. Hey, actually, now that let's get back to the topic at hand, but I got one for you. Not really technically obscure, but I got one for you.
I'm listening.
Ready for it?
Yeah.
Bruno the Kid.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Bruno
Okay, so if
the
you guys
Kid.
don't know what Bruno the Kid... Actually, you know what? Gekko, you tell them what Bruno the Kid is.
Bruno the Kid was an obviously animated show that was voiced and created by Bruce Willis, who not only did the voice of his character, but portrayed the facial capture for his adult alter ego. He was essentially a secret agent that was a kid. He was a rich kid, had a butler named Jarlsberg.
I always called him
a cheese.
I always called him Jarl's Cheese.
Yeah. So he was a secret agent, and he was part of this organization of secret agents, but they didn't know he was a kid. He actually used this computer-generated software, this computer-generated face that was Bruce Willis's face. That every time he interacted with the rest of the agents, that's who they saw him as a CG Bruce Willis. I think it lasted for 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. But this was something that we would watch every morning before we'd go to junior high.
Yep.
We'd watch Bruno the Kid, and there were times in which and also he sang the theme song to Bruno the Kid. So he did.
Yeah. Fun fact: Bruce Willis can sing, and the motherfucker can sing really well. Nick, what is your fucking location, dude? So
I am at the village next to your little makeshift house. So 110-208.
110-208. Oh wow, I'm at 270-492. Okay, 110-208.
He also sang the theme song to it, and he basically had his hand in everything in that show.
Production, story writing. Yeah, it was a great fucking show.
Which I think helped it become so great. And there were times in which, at the end of the opening intro, that when he is crawling back into bed, we'd get legit pissed because that's where we wanted to be at that time. We wanted to be in bed.
We're fucking tired, man. Going through junior high school is so fucking... Like, what? That's the thing that people don't seem to understand about, especially the school system, is that during that time of junior high school and high school, your body is going through puberty. So when you're sleeping, when your body is dormant, it does the majority of its growing while you're not sleeping. So when that happens, your bones are growing, your muscles are getting, tighter, whatever the fuck. but your body wears itself out. So when you wake up in the morning, you're fucking exhausted. And I know there's some people that can sit there and go, well, you know, I went to bed early and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what, that's good. That's really good. But not a lot of people could just hit the fucking pillow and go straight to sleep. It don't work that way.
Some people have insomnia, like I do.
And my brain don't fucking shut off, so I'm like always thinking about shit. I always got my gears turning about everything. This is, you talking about this village here that's completely empty and
where are you at?
112 207.
112 207? Yeah, that's where I was. I was actually looking for where you said you were.
Oh no, I'm over here watching two rabbits get down in the desert, just kind of dancing. Got a bow and arrow, I'd probably pop them one, but I don't.
No, I see you. I'm right here.
Yeah, that cave was over yonder, over there. It's in the swampland or whatever. But I need to really.
Dude, I was at like -630, so I was a ways away before I came back here.
I gotta find the house now.
That's what I was doing. I want to find the house so I can put some shit to cook and put the smoker away.
It's in the oh, it's over here, because I see the twin castles over there. And anyway,
where's over here?
Huh? Where are you? Oh, look, there's one of those little dig spots right here. A temple.
A dig spot?
Yeah, you know, the little temple with all the checkered places, you know, the babooms.
Wait, this is that?
Well, there's one right here. I'm looking down at it.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Wait. I checked this out already.
Oh, did you? Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, because I dug in right here. So,
oh.
I've already done this one. Actually, you've already been here because there was nothing in there but rotten.
Oh, well then the fucking house should be over there then, because I was originally going to do it. I was originally going to make a beachfront property and decided against it, so it's actually across the hills over here.
There we go.
Alright, anyway, back to the show at hand. So yeah, no, fuck it, right. But Bruno the Kid was great. I remember there was another cartoon, and I can't remember the title of it, but it was like this baby, right? And he had like an alien friend and like this. I guess it was a robot friend that he made out of like building blocks or something. But like he could construct a rocket ship out of the sand in his fucking play pit in the sand pit in the backyard, and the alien could like make it real or whatever. He would say shit like rock 'em and sock 'em or rocket and roll it or whatever, and then it was a little green alien with like balls on his head, like attached to it. And I know that sounds fucking stupid, but
Dealy boppers or whatever the hell they call them.
You know what? Yes, we'll go with that. Absolutely.
And it was an alien.
It was an alien. Yeah, it was a green alien. It was supposed to be a stuffed animal, but it was actually a green alien.
You talking Fantastic Max?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Fantastic Max. That's the kid. That's the one. Iron Ore.
Oh, don't even get me started on fucking. Well, I mean, there's the Dennis Menace cartoons, but fucking Bobby's World.
Bobby's World, I didn't mind. Bobby's World was okay. In small doses.
I think we need coal.
I got it. There we go.
What else do I have? I got some iron.
Okay, I'm hearing machinery like in the game. I know I'm not tripping.
It's mine. Mine.
Okay.
Shaft noises.
Well, I must be near a mine shaft then, because like I said, I keep hearing.
Fucking brain waves seriously flatlined just now. It was like mine. I had no idea where I was going with that, but I knew it was something. It's something you could turn that off in the settings.
I don't know how. It's just like because I was.
It's under mine shaft sounds or mine.
In the last episode when I was dunking on the UCTF, like I was down there fucking mining, and then I just hear this random droning noise, and I was like, "What the fuck is that shit?" And it was freaking me out because I was the only one in the game, and I was just going, "Okay, this is seriously fucking creepy. Is this part of the update? Is this part of the?" You know, I didn't know what the fuck it was. It was driving me nuts. So
yeah, it was one of those things that you could have it on peaceful mode and still make those noises.
I guess. But, even in peaceful mode,
even
though.
Well, yeah, I know. That goes without saying. Are we even gonna touch on the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon?
I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean, it was a fucking great cartoon.
Yep. Yep. I thought the voice acting went well.
Fuck yeah.
I thought all this. I mean, every villain had their own. At some point, they had their own shit going. Like, there's a lot of Baxter Stockman, which you don't get a lot of in these movies these days.
No, I have not seen Baxter Stockman done any kind of justice, really.
Krang.
Or Krang. Like, I watched the 3 Ninja Turtle movies hoping that we would get Krang, and while we did get Super Shredder, granted for like 2-3 minutes,
we got a Kevin Nash cameo.
We didn't get Krang, you know, and we didn't get Rocksteady and Bebop except until the
remake, which was Seamus and Gary Anthony Williams, I believe.
Which, I mean, I watched it and I was just kind of okay, it's not bad.
I didn't even watch it because I didn't want CG Turtles. It's like, dude, they were able to get away with that shit in the 90s. Like, it looked okay for the 90s. They could have done the same shit with bodysuits in the movies in the 2020s, like, or the 2010s.
Yeah.
They could have done something, but no, they stuck to CGI. It looked horrible. I had no interest in that.
It was very terrible. I don't know what I'm doing back here other than the fact that I need to make...
We're just cooking iron. We're making some iron blocks because we're going to need ingots at some point.
I need a bucket. I need a bucket.
I don't remember a whole lot, but I do know that I've watched a little bit of the real Ghostbusters.
I watched that. That was all me.
I just remember the opening when they were walking towards the camera down the street. Like, they had giant feet for some reason because of the way the camera perspective was. It was like forced perspective. Slimer he went from like a bit character in the movie to a fucking sidekick.
Yeah, I know. It's just, and it was the whole thing was like the guy who voiced Garfield.
Oh, yeah, the guy that voiced Garfield voiced
Venkman. And then the actor, Bill Murray, who played Venkman, voiced Garfield. I'm like, that was y'all takeaway from all that? Was that he voiced... I'm like, I was just kind of like, wow, y'all really need a new hero or something.
And I'm fairly certain, if I'm not mistaken...
I need to make a food box.
Shit, what's his name? He does all the animals in Hollywood.
Frank Welker?
Frank Welker did the voice of Slimer.
Yeah, he did. I'm sure he did. I don't know why he wouldn't. It's Frank fucking Welker.
Yep. And then I'll go ahead and throw another one out that I'm not ashamed that I was a fan of. Outside of Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats. I actually did like the Heathcliff cartoon.
Thank you! That was the name of the fucking... that was the other name... The names of the other fucking cats. I could not remember that was part of that show.
The Cadillac Cats?
Yes, I could not fucking remember. I did watch Heathcliff, and I did watch that... Because it was part of the show. And I love the fucking intro to that cartoon. Was so damn catchy.
I think to me that popularized the fighting effects where it was just a puff of smoke with a fist occasionally popping out of it.
Oh, that was Andy Cap that did all that.
Yeah, but I still liked it better because I didn't watch Andy Cap whenever I watched it, like whatever cartoon.
No, it wasn't. It didn't. It was a comic strip.
It was a comic strip, but they also made a cartoon out of it. It did not last very long because people didn't want to watch it as a cartoon. They wanted to read it as a comic strip.
Yeah, nobody wanted to watch this guy who goes.
But there was an Andy Cap animated series, but it's because like he was
when Family Guy
lazy guy.
No, it's not. He's lazy. He goes to the bar, get drunk, and hide from his fucking wife, who's like, get a fucking job.
They made him out to be lazy because he couldn't have a drunk in a cartoon. Not
he was a drunk though. That's the thing.
But the show that I'm not ashamed of that I enjoyed when I was a kid, fucking Muppet Babies.
Yeah, we watched it. We did watch Muppet Babies.
I think I enjoyed Muppet Babies a lot more than I enjoyed the Muppets.
I don't like puppets. I do not like puppets. I've never liked puppets. I'm not a big fan. And I don't really give a shit what people say either. They're like, oh my god, but it's puppets. I don't care. I'm not a fan of Jeff Dunham. I don't find his comedy fucking funny.
Dude, not get me fucking started on goddamn Jeff Dunham. We're not talking about that.
We're not talking about comedians who just really wore their shit out. But it's whatever.
You know what else is a good cartoon from the 80s? Fucking Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice was dope. Beetlejuice was good.
Was great.
Lydia was voiced by the same chick who voiced Claire Redfield in the original RE2, Allison Court. My queen. She voiced Lydia. She voiced Claire Redfield. She voiced Jubilee in the X-Men animated cartoon. She was the girl for her live-action role. She was the she was dressed like a doll. It was like not a clown doll, but she almost looked like a Raggedy Ann doll. And it was a show that was on either Disney or it wasn't PBS. I think it was on Disney. And she always sat in a big chair. Fuck. I can't remember what it was.
You talk about...
Don't know. It wasn't Lazy Town. It had nothing to do with Lazy Town. It was I can't remember now. I really can't. That's sad.
This was something Allison Court was in?
Yeah, she was. It was live action. One of her few live action roles, I think.
And what was the premise?
I don't know. Doing shit with kids, I guess. I don't know.
Doing shit with kids.
Not
okay.
not context, idiot. I'm talking just saying, like it was an educational show, but what was it? It was
about
the what?
The big comfy couch?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, she did the live action for that. She was the main character. She was the she was on the big comfy couch.
Was she the chick that had the big black nose?
Yes.
She was looking like a homeless clown. Kinda.
I mean, sure, I guess.
No, she had the big black hair and the red nose.
She did have the red nose, yes.
She had that big fucked up perm. I remember that.
But she was dressed like a doll. She was just like a rag doll.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, that's that. Jesus, dude.
She had a fucking Le Bout Francais thing going, dude.
I love her. I love her so much. She's so fucking talented. That's gonna be stone. This is gonna be dirt and wood. I mean, let's piece of dirt and wood. And... But, yeah, the big comfy couch was what she was a part of. So, absolutely. And I never watched the show, obviously. I wasn't fucking young enough to do that. But it was still funny to me that she had done all that stuff. So, yeah, voice actors, yay.
So, Beetlejuice.
I don't remember who voiced Beetlejuice, but I do remember the cartoon, absolutely. And so while we're on the subject of good 80s cartoons, besides that, Beetlejuice, there was, oh, Christ, what was it? Oh, there was the Mighty Ducks.
Well, that was in the 80s, so it was the 90s.
90s, but still, like, okay, yeah, you're right. I did say...
If you're talking 80s, I was going to say David the Gnome.
I don't think you watched David the Gnome. I think you remember me watching that shit. No, wait, you're right.
I watched David the Gnome in the afternoons with, me and Danielle would watch David the Gnome, because I'd watch David the Gnome and she'd watch Maya the Bee.
Maya the Bee.
This is like Nickelodeon David the Gnome, where like I don't think they ever aired the final episode, but...
Yeah, they did.
Nickelodeon did?
I think so.
Where they basically died and became trees?
I'm pretty sure they did. I don't see why they wouldn't. What I would love to do is, well, there was a lot of stuff on Nickelodeon. Actually, while we're thinking about it, let's just move on to Nickelodeon then. Well, it's like you said, Maya the Bee, right? And then there was the little koala, which was fucking weird.
The little koala?
Yeah, because it was weird because the whole thing... It was just weird. It was just the whole thing. It was weird.
The whole thing was...
Okay, so the reason why I say it was weird is because, like, koalas and anything indigenous to Australia were fucking aliens. Yes.
Okay.
They were aliens. They were from another dimension. I'm not making this shit up, dude. Seriously, if you go and if you just look up any information and
I can hear you echoing, dude. You're
I'm
watching
echoing. No, I'm not. I'm actually trying to grab the link. But if you go, right, and you look up any information on the little koala, I want to say it's the little koala, um, you will find out real fast that, as I post this on Facebook, you will find out real fast that it was just fucking weird. Again, like I want to say it's a little koala, but like they had a girl who had a eucalyptus tree in her backyard. Never stated if she was in Australia, but they had like a koala and then like his little sister who could float and had this magic compa. Yes,
okay,
that's the one.
I think I know. As soon as you said eucalyptus, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and he
I
had a
remember a
bratty
cartoon
little
about koalas.
sister who had this magic compact, like a makeup compact,
Yeah.
and she could fly or float or whatever the fuck. And yeah, it was weird because like she was trying to find her dad. Her dad went to that dimension and got captured by fucking kangaroos and koalas. Every marsupial there was like, oh my god, it's a human. We're all aliens. Like, what the fuck? So that's what I remember. Now I could be 100% wrong, and that's totally fine. And
I do remember that. I do remember that there was an obsession with eucalyptus.
I guess
One of those old. God damn. That was such a long time ago.
it was a long time, and I still remember that shit. But what else? It's on the subject of Nickelodeon. What else? Let's see. There was
There was a lot of bullshit. We're not talking about 80s.
Fred Penner's place.
Fred Penner's place. Fred Penner's place.
Fred Penner's place.
The Elephant Show.
I remember the Elephant Show, and I try not to remember the Elephant Show because I wasn't a fan of the Elephant Show. I really wasn't.
Skinnamarink dinky dink.
No, I was not a fan of Skinnamarink Dinky Dink or Skinnamarink Doo.
I think we're veering away from animated again.
We are. Well, I said 80s and 90s cartoons and shows, so.
Okay, so it's not limited to that, because
Yeah, it's not just cartoons. But I mean, like, this is a combination. It's kind of an amalgamation of both.
As soon as you said Fred Penner's place, I was like, dude, you can't do that on television.
You know what's funny? Is that they got a lot of shows from Canada on Nickelodeon.
They did. Like Count Duckula.
I remember that show. Didn't
That
his
was Canadian.
Mighty Mouse or Danger Mouse?
Danger Mouse, yeah.
And Danger Mouse was good. I like that one. Why is this furnace halfway done? What the fuck? That's weird.
I have no idea.
But yeah, Danger Mouse. Turn that into an iron ingot because I said so. Shows like
God damn. I still remember the whole fucking theme song.
I remember Heathcliff's theme song for sure, and I remember how catchy it was, and I know we're just like bouncing back and forth between that shit, but it's still funny.
I know, and I've had the Muppet Babies theme stuck in my head ever since I mentioned it. When the world looks kinda weird and you wish that you weren't there. Like, Jesus Christ.
That was pretty good. That was real good. That was very, very good. Oh man, you know I got a feeling that comment I made about the YouTube's gonna come back and bite me in the ass. Like I really should address that real fast before we continue. Like, I'm not pissed about it. I ain't pissed at him. I just think it's kind of shitty that I can't make an opinion about something or someone, and then he gets mad at me for it, and he just fucking ignores me. It's like, what? You can't be grown up enough to talk this shit out like a fucking adult. Like, I hate people that do that shit. You know, and if by chance this person happens to watch this stream and you want to discuss this, you know how to reach me. You know how to reach me. I won't mince words. You know where I stand. Fucking talk this shit all you want. But I'd like to just figure it all out and hash it out and fucking maybe it's a misunderstanding. I don't know, but kind of hard to fix something when you're being a bitch-made mofo and you're not replying to anything. And I'm trying to make shit right, but you want to keep being you, then you know. Can't wait to hear this.
Down to the tennis court. Talk it up like yeah.
So game shows. Remember the game shows back in the day, dude?
Absolutely. Little Nick Arcade. Which actually, they're trying to... Xavier Woods, said his one goal in life is to be the host of a revival of Nick Arcade.
Xavier Woods should focus on being a shitty wrestler and improving before he talks about fucking reviving old game shows. That's my opinion on it.
He's a good wrestler.
Okay.
He's just been injured with a fucking torn Achilles or whatever.
Because he's a shitty performer. Because he gets hurt all the damn time. The guy's accident prone.
Okay.
He is accident prone.
What other ones were there? Nick Arcade. There was fucking
Nick Arcade was so funny to watch them derpy swing at things that weren't there. And I know it was like a green screen to some degree.
No, it was a straight up green screen. It was a green screen with ladders in front of it and shit you had to climb.
I know, and even their luck is they would happen to get a husky kid who just couldn't dodge fast enough. So every
you got
fucking
that on Nickelodeon Guts.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Am I the only one who had a crush on Maura Quirk?
Nope.
Okay.
I thought she was hot as fuck.
She still is, dude. Have you seen her? She's fucking gorgeous.
I have not.
She is gorgeous. I had the biggest crush on her.
He called her Mo.
Fuck yeah, now, whatever happened to him?
Mike O'Malley?
Mike O'Malley.
He did Yes Dear, and then after that I have no idea. But he had a show before that.
After that, he just faded into obscurity like Sinbad.
He faded into Bolivian. Fucking, what was the other show that he had?
No.
He had another arcade show. Or another game show in Nickelodeon.
Who?
Mike O'Malley.
He had Guts, and I think he had Get the Picture.
Get the Picture. Thank you. That's the one I was talking about.
Get the Picture was so weird, too. Wasn't it like that one that's Messy Bed, Uncle Fred, Sounds Like Red? The final round was this rhyming bullshit.
Well, he did host Nick Arcade, right?
No, it was the black dude who did.
Are you serious? Well, which one did he fucking host where it was
Mike O'Malley.
The bully. You had to walk across the board, fight the bully, and then there was a thing called Power Surge.
Make the Grade?
No. Well, he had that also.
That motherfucker hosted a lot of fucking game shows on Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
dude.
He was a childhood staple for us.
Okay, I know he did. I know for a fact he did Guts and Global Guts. I'm pretty sure he did Get the Picture.
He did Get the Picture.
I don't know if he did Make the Grade though. He might have.
I think he hosted Nick Arcade.
He never hosted Nick Arcade. It was the black guy that did, and I can't remember his name.
The black guy.
I can't remember his name.
Fuck. Now I gotta look it up because it's gonna drive me fucking crazy.
Sorry, man.
It wasn't Ahmad Rashad. It was hosted by Phil Moore.
Phil Moore, that's him, yeah.
Then what the fuck was Power Surge? That was Mike O'Malley.
Yeah, but I don't know the game. I don't know the game you're talking about, though.
Mike O'Malley, he hosted Nickelodeon Guts. Obviously, he hosted Get the Picture. Maybe it was Get the Picture. Where you had to walk across. It was like a virtual board game, and every time you took a step, it was like do 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 do.
No. Well, maybe it was that. Or wait, was it? Because I thought Get the Picture was kind of like a kid's version of
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Get the Picture. That wasn't the one I'm talking about.
What was it?
I don't know. I'm stuck here, dude. Because I honestly thought that's what it was. Get the Picture, Nickelodeon Guts, Figure It Out. Who was a panelist.
Figure It Out. Figure It Out was just weird.
There was a bunch of Nickelodeon panelists. Fucking Lori Beth Denberg, goddamn
Danny Tamborini. Yeah, I was about to say Dan Tamborini. Danny Tamborelli.
Yeah, he fucking.
Dude, he's fat as holy fuck now, man. Just same with Ham Margera.
He is.
He is a fucking
fatty.
fatty.
And then the guy that played Big Pete. Oh, Adventures of Pete and Pete. There you go.
Yeah, that was a weird show, actually.
It was too fucking angsty, but it was enjoyable. In
It
some
was
way.
enjoyable in a very MTV Daria kind of
That
way.
fucking yeah, that like grungy fucking like
Yeah, it was definitely
whatever,
during
man.
the fucking the bully known as Paper Cut.
Paper cut,
The
dude.
one who was like he was born in the back of a paper shop, so like he'd play rock paper scissors and he'd always use paper. That whole episode, they're like using scissors and lava and molten rock, and they were just like beating him. It was such a weird fucking show,
Well,
man.
no, he would always beat them, and then nobody had the balls to fucking use scissors against him. So Pete used scissors against him. So he responded by fucking throwing a paper star, like a paper throwing star at him.
Right.
And that's when Artie fucking showed up and caught it in his mouth.
Okay, yeah. Well, let me see. So,
And then Artie, the strongest man in the world, was apparently special needs. Uh,
yeah,
I
but
found
but
some
Artie was awesome though.
matters.
Double Dare was always a place. What was it?
Double Dare was good. What would you do?
What about Think Fast? You think that was it?
No, because I'm looking at Mike O'Malley's list of hosting gigs, and that was not one of them.
Well, then
Like,
maybe.
I don't remember. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm thinking about the black guy from Fillmore.
Oh no, that was part of Nick Arcade. That was like the map
Remember
level.
I just remember it being Mike O'Malley. I don't know why.
Uh, whatever. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Legends of the Hidden Temple was great. I didn't like Hey Dude, but I think you did.
I like Hey Dude. Fuck yeah, I like Hey Dude.
Everybody, I know we watched. I think we watched Welcome Freshman.
Welcome Freshman. I watched Salute Your Shorts.
Yes.
I watched fucking Space Cases.
Awesome fucking show.
Yep, Space Cases was great.
Oh, Clarissa Explains It All.
Yeah, I did watch that as well.
And oh my god, The Secret World of Alex Mack. Oh,
The
Larissa
Secret World of
Holy,
Larissa
dude. Oh my gosh. Such a cutie. What a cutie. Then there, of course, there was like, what, Keenan and Kel, of course, was on there, and it was My Brother and Me, and then, I think that was all the ones we watched. Roundhouse.
Oh yeah, Roundhouse was great. Same
And
with
then
All That.
All
before it went to
That.
shit.
Oh, yeah, it did. It went to shit. Did we watch it up until...
The Roundhouse.
Did we watch it up until Gabriel Iglesias joined? I don't remember.
No, I stopped not long after Amanda Bynes joined, I think.
Amanda Bynes.
That goddamn train wreck.
Poor girl. I feel so bad for her, though.
Yeah,
I really don't. I'm just trying to be nice.
don't worry, her millions will keep her warm.
They'll just blame it on her dad like they usually do.
Well, yeah,
Oh, no,
they're
that's
blaming
Lindsay
her.
Lohan. I'm sorry. Anyway. So, it's pretty clear Nickelodeon was kind of responsible for a good chunk of our fucking, cartoon
Childhood,
programming. Yeah.
A lot of our entertainment, because that was our Saturday night snick, dude.
Are You Afraid of the Fucking Dark, man?
Yep, that was a good one.
They actually had some pretty good stories on there. Again, all Canadian. It was all Canadian shows.
You can tell by the amount of denim. They wore a lot of denim in that show.
So I got a friend of mine, she's from New Zealand, right? And she's always asking me questions on why we call certain things in America why there's certain things in America that we have names for that they don't have there in New Zealand. And one of them was jeans. Like, she's like, I don't understand why you say jeans and you don't say denim pants. And I'm like, well, because denim's a word like that isn't going to sell.
Denim is the fabric.
It's the material it was made out of, yeah. And I had to like go on this whole like spiel of history that I kind of just pulled out of my ass a little bit. But I think I was about 80% correct. Give me that wool. Black sheep. I need black wool. Ah!
Hey, I found a underground fucking valley.
An underground valley, huh?
Underground valley. Yes, I did. That's exactly what I found. Oh shit. Okay.
I found a
all the way down
cat.
to level 11.
It's a Halloween kitty.
I could probably. Well, it's a black cat.
Yep. It's a dead cat, but.
Of course you've got the cat.
Dead kitty. Dun, dun, dun. Everything dies on my game. What are you talking about?
Dead kitty.
Anyway,
Why
so.
do you taste so good?
In any case. So yeah,
Nickelodeon,
Nickelodeon absolutely responsible for a lot of our cartoons. Fox, of course. Let's talk about Cartoon Network. Now,
I liked watching the What a Cartoon series.
Oh, that's where a lot of good shit started at. That's where fucking Dexter's Lab started. That's where I Am Weasel got started. That's where Powerpuff Girls got started. Cow and Chicken. All of like Ginny Tartakovsky, of course. Like I said, Dexter's Lab. That's where their shit got started. And there were some shorts on there that were fairly decent. I wish they'd have got their own show.
Denim?
No, they weren't made of denim. Like, do you remember the one with the crawfish and his idiot friend? And oh man, I don't know.
I think so.
It's like if Larry the Cable Guy was a brilliant animator.
Yeah. I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
There was
Mordecai.
also the one. There was also the Mordecai.
Mordecai.
There was also the one with the old man telling the story.
Oh,
of the aliens
yeah.
invading.
And at the end, they think he died, and she's like, "Nah, I just turned down his oxygen." It's like, that's fucking horrible, dude.
I just turned down his oxygen.
I want to say if that was like the prequel to like Gravity Falls or something like that.
The Sheriff Man, it's a cookbook. It's a cookbook. That's been done.
I get the reference now, though. It's a Soylent Green reference. I didn't know it then, but I know it now. So.
Let's see. Welcome Freshman. Wow. Welcome Freshman.
I could watch Welcome Freshman over fucking Beverly Hills, or not Beverly Hills 90210. Saved by the Bell. I was not a fan of Saved by the Bell.
I did not like Saved by the Bell.
Mom did, for sure.
Yes, she did, because she'd watch that shit in the early 2000s as well.
Every fucking morning.
I was never a fan. The characters were not likable.
No.
At all.
Not really.
I knew like 1,000 screeches in school.
Including our stepbrother, kind of looked like fucking Dustin Diamond.
Yeah, all of them just as worthy of getting their ass kicked as he was. Come here, Rich, you learned his ass.
He what? No, seriously, he kind of did. Like he had that fucking needle nose and everything, especially from the side. You know, and it was funny. It was so funny. It was stupid funny. But Toonami though, man, Cartoon Network and Toonami really kind of pushed in the available cartoons and everything like that, and especially other stuff that we never heard of. And you remember Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I know I'm probably gonna get shit for this one, but I preferred Space Ghost Coast to Coast over Cartoon Planet.
Okay, so the only reason that I like Cartoon Planet was because of Brack, and they didn't put Brack in Coast to Coast. They replaced him with Moltar.
Yeah, Brack was in. He was in the Brack show. He got his own show, the Brack show. But But yeah, Space Ghost Coast was just I don't know. It was supposed to be a variety show, late night variety show. And
I felt bad for the guests that they'd bring in to do interviews. Like, dude, you're there for 3 minutes and nothing makes sense.
It's not supposed to. Like, I legit think it's not supposed to make sense.
It was the weirdest thing. Like, nothing that was going on made a lick of fucking sense.
Right, when I kind of knew it was going downhill when they brought Carrot Top on there, I was like, oh, this fucking guy. Okay.
I still remember there was an opening to an episode of Aqua Teen.
Right. Oh, do I have a
Dr. Weird's putting on the Space Ghost mask. I guess he killed Space Ghost. And then Seth Green just, like, slowly rolls down on the TV and looks to the side and goes, nice. Like,
oh,
I
guess I should mention
was.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I guess I should mention that.
That was technically 2000s.
Was it? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep that shit 80s and 90s. I'm trying to think as to what else would constitute.
I mean, everything we watched prior to high school, I would assume.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well. Yeah. Why do I not see fishing rod in here?
Which I guess you could say. I mean, technically, seasons 3 through 10
is.
of The Simpsons were tolerable.
I don't like The Simpsons. I've never been a fan.
You don't like King of the Hill either?
Nope. No, I do not. It's just irritating. I only got one string.
You know, it's sad that a show like that, as popular as it was, you know it wouldn't work in today's modern society because
dude, it's still on.
Gekko was a Republican. No, it's just not new.
I thought it was still on.
No, that went off the air years ago.
Oh. Oh, I'm missing another string. Okay, well.
Yeah, I'm saying because he's a Republican, it wouldn't fit with today's society because you're not allowed to be a Republican publicly.
No, you're not. I guess this is why I don't choose a political. I don't choose a political party. Because it doesn't matter which one you choose, you're just going to lose friends regardless. I think it's shitty.
Yes.
I think it's shitty, and again, I know we're diverting again from the main thing of the video, but I have to address this real quick. I've seen countless shit over the months on Facebook, and it's kind of why I don't post anymore. I've seen people that are supposed to be good people, good friends, threatening to block anybody who does not support their political agenda or ideology. I think that's shitty. And if you know who you are, you're a shitty human being.
If you fall into that category of person, then you are a shitty fucking.
Absolutely, you are a goddamn piece of shit. And you know what? That should make them think your value as a friend to begin with. Because if you're seriously willing to throw away, absorb into me, damn it.
Years.
Yeah, if you're willing to throw away X amount of years of friendship because they have a different political affiliate, a different political opinion than you do, that's so fucking. You don't deserve to breathe the same fucking air as the rest of us. Like, hands down, that's so shitty. Especially in this time, this day and age where there's not enough kindness in the world, and you want to say, well, if you don't agree with me, I'm just gonna block you. Like, are you fucking serious? You can't be a fucking grown up and debate and just. You can't do that. You can't keep a conversation. Shit, you even got to do it publicly. Take it to DMs. Nobody's saying that you can't fucking debate it. Nobody's saying that you can't talk about it. Nobody's saying that you have to. But the fact that you're just so willing to throw a fucking friendship aside, because of something like that,
meaningless as political views.
Right. I think that is
like,
the most awful thing you can fucking do, and it's selfish as fuck. And you deserve every fucking bit of misery you get after the fact. So, to anybody who watches this, and if you're one of those people, seriously, I say it from my heart, fuck you. With a capital F. Seriously, and you got something to say, you know how to reach me. I'm sorry. It's like, I'm over that shit. Like, I've seen so many fucking people do that shit, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And then to watch it happen, I watched it happen once because those people were friends with each other on Facebook, and then they're not friends with each other. But it's so sad to see one person get absolutely fucking destroyed because this other person just said we can't be friends anymore because you refuse to believe in what I believe. Like, are you kidding me?
There's a lot of that going on as it is, like a lot of bully culture in terms of like, no, you need to, like, well, who are you gonna vote for? I was thinking about Trump. No, you should vote for Biden. It's like, yeah, but I like his views and Biden's taxes thing and all that.
Here's my take.
You really should vote for, you really should vote for him. Like, no, you can respect my decision to not do the same thing as you.
Here's my take on it. I ain't voting for neither fucking one of them, alright? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit how mad people get at me. Fuck y'all. I'm a free fucking person. I'll do whatever the hell I want. And if I make the choice to not do it, oh well. Oh fucking well. You know what? You can swing on me, you know what. I'm not gonna do it. No, fuck it.
I think my mindset was, if everybody's so convinced that Trump is the Antichrist, and believe me, after this statement, we're going to get off this topic, because I know it doesn't exactly help.
No, it doesn't. That's another video.
can do political commentary. Everybody's blaming Trump for the problems that exist in this country. So, okay, now if Biden gets elected and the problems still persist, who the fuck are you going to blame now? What's going to happen when you run out of excuses and people to point the finger at because you got what you wanted and it still didn't fix shit? So I'd be the first person to say, guess what? I'd vote for Biden if I felt like fucking voting. But you can't put this on one person and then another person gets elected and the shit continues. What the fuck are you going to do now? Like, what excuses do you have now that the person you blame is not indirectly responsible for the shit you're still going through on a daily basis?
Right.
So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Anyway. So, cartoons.
Oh, God, yeah. Did you... Okay, so, Thundercats, right?
I didn't care for Thundercats, only because...
I did. I like Thundercats.
Even as a kid, I knew that the animation style from the opening to the actual show were night and day.
Which is why they did the reboot, which was more anime than anything. And it wasn't bad. It really wasn't. You know, it produced a whole new generation of furries. That's for sure.
Oh, Lord.
Not to say that that's the problem. I ain't got no problem with furries. I'm just saying, like, they produced a whole new generation of furries.
Well, true.
Yeah, I think they finished it out. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. I like how the music is all post-apocalyptic and shit. Like, we're just kind of walking through this, like, broken-ass town. Or actually, the one that's playing now sounds very, like, sunken underwater city type fucking aquatic ambiance.
If it's the one that I think it is...
Oh, God.
It's not the one that goes... Beep, beep, bong.
Yeah, I think so. Man, I saw you walking out the door and you walked through me. And that was going to sound weird, but for a second there I was inside you.
You had a fucking... you had a ghost moment, Patrick.
Yeah, basically. Jesus Christ, man. What are some of the other, like, live action... Oh, okay, so... Rescue 911. Does the only show... So,
Rescue 911, dude.
the reason he's laughing is... So let me give you a bit of a premise. Rescue 911 was the show hosted by William Shatner, and this is I didn't even know what the fuck Star Trek was, and this is the first show I ever saw William Shatner on. Most people say it was T.J. Hooker. A lot of people say Star Trek. Well, for me, it was Rescue 911. I don't like Star Trek. I've been over this millions and millions of times. I'm not a Trekkie. Anyway. So he hosted this show where he would talk about 911 calls, and they would have reenactments of what would happen. It was kind of like Unsolved Mysteries in a way, but Robert Stack is like supreme to, in my opinion, is supreme to William Shatner, even though Bill Shatner kind of outlived him. That's okay. You know what? That's fine. Robert Stack is and always will be the boss. Anyway. The reenactments some were good, some of them they used the actual people about the 911 call to reenact that horrible fucking nightmare that most of them went through, because that's therapeutic. And then sometimes they wouldn't. They would just use actors or actresses. Oh wait, I can't say that anymore. I forgot. Apparently that's a thing.
Actors.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't say actress anymore because I think...
Can't say anything with S's.
I don't... Who fucking creates these rules and why the fuck do we gotta follow them again?
You'll get canceled if you don't.
Well, they can cancel these nuts. Anyway, so they would get actors and actresses, fucking come get me, bitches, and they would either recreate the scene good or terrible. And one of them stands out the most, and my brother didn't see it, but I did. When I told him about it, it was absolutely fucked up. I guess the whole issue was this mom, it was, like I said, mid to late 80s. His mom left her kid in the tub, and the kid was an idiot and a dumbass and went underwater and stopped breathing or whatever. And essentially drowned in the fucking tub. He didn't die, but he stopped breathing. He was like floating in the tub. Well, the scene itself was the camera was behind the woman. Okay, so it had this roadie run, like Gears of War roadie run type look. And it was following her, and as she's running through the hallway because she stopped hearing her kid making noise, as she's briskly walking through the fucking hallway, there's this noise of like this boop, 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 this fucking heartbeat sound. She gets like 1 foot into the bathroom, screams, but then like kicks over this fucking bucket of toys, sending like blocks of shit all over the place.
It was like floating bathtub blocks. Like shit that you get wet, it sticks to the tub.
And that was like, that was the part that made him crack up. Never mind the little brat in the toy in the tub dying. It was the fact that she went in there, screamed.
It's not laughing at the concept of a child drowning. It's the fact that everything was a recreation of an actual event. Like when the dude was dumb enough to continue trying to fucking fire a gun, but nothing came out, so he kept looking down the barrel, and then he fucking shot himself in the forehead.
Oh yeah, it was an air gun. It was like, well, it was a prop, but it was like an air gun, so it like blew his fucking long hippie hair like off to the side.
Hippie hair, yeah, exactly. So there was it was just the recreation, and it was very dramatic. It was, and then she just screams, sees the baby just floating there, so she runs to the tub, kneels
quote
down,
unquote
and she does
baby.
So, yeah, Fisher Price. She fucking she knocks over this little metal wastebasket that had these float, because I know that because we had them. I don't know if you were living with us when we had them, but I know at one point we had them. So I recognized them right away. The problem is we found unintentional humor in that scene because she busted through these blocks. Like in our minds,
like fucking Juggernaut, right?
Yeah, when we're thinking back on this recreation, it's like she didn't just kneel down at the tub and knock over this wastebasket and some blocks fell out. She had to bust through this wall of blocks to get to her baby. And every time we'd talk about that scene, every time we'd imitate it, it was just fucking, it just got more and more.
It's the one thing that stands out. Yes, if you guys haven't figured this out, I'm a horrible fucking person. I really don't care what you think about me. Things like this make me fun, make me laugh.
So like every time we'd bring it up and we'd laugh about it, it was because in our minds, even though we knew what it was just like fucking heartbeat, and then like busting through this fucking block wall to get from the
I mean, like imagine if you were like working all day building this like exquisite Lego tower, but you were using Mega Blocks instead, and your dad came home from work pissed off and decided to come in your room and fuck with you. He just like kicked it across the fucking room. That's the same effect that lady did. That's how bad some of the reenactments were for Rescue 911.
Oh yeah. And then there was Unsolved Mysteries, which when we watched Unsolved Mysteries, we didn't realize that.
Oh, that was me. I'll take the L for that one.
We didn't know the differences between a recreation and something that was live, which it was never live.
No.
So there was one about a shooting, and we saw a dude ducking down in a car. So
and my stupid fucking ass, calls the tip line to say, "Hey, there was a guy. There was a guy.
Know about the guy in the car?" Like, yeah, we got that.
Like, ducked down in the back of the fucking car. I'm like, and to this day, I'm like, oh my god, I did some stupid shit as a kid, and that was one of them.
I just thought of another
give me string.
obscure TV show from that era. The Mystery Files of Shelby Woo.
I don't know what that is.
I watched a little bit of it, and it's because I didn't understand how the fuck to pronounce her name. I was 12 years old when it came out. Her last name was N.G. I don't know if it was Ing. No, not N-G-U-Y-U-E-N. Like, that's
okay.
Win.
Right. For the win. Nguyen.
No, I didn't know if it was...
That's a Family Guy reference. Before you guys hit us with the racist comments, that's a Family Guy reference. Go bitch it down.
Don't take this out of context, but I didn't know if it was Ing or Nig. So I didn't know how to pronounce her fucking name. So
I would
yeah,
imagine the missing I would be the dead giveaway, dude. Just saying.
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, there was that. Yeah, there was. Remember the Journey of Alan Strange?
No, but I remember Land of the Lost.
Oh god, that was more of an afternoon Nickelodeon thing.
I know, but it was stupid, but it was still good. I guess.
The stupid fucking troll thing was all furry and shit.
Ow, the nerdy girl that was like, I guess like he was like the dad, the son, and the daughter, and like this hot cave woman chick. I think.
Hot cave woman.
I think she wasn't like Dulcea from the Power Rangers movie, the one that gave Johnny Young Bosch a kiss on the fucking forehead, right?
Yeah.
Like not her, but I guess there was. I don't. Maybe I'm remembering correct. Maybe I'm just remembering her. Dulcea. She all shows up with the fucking. She shows up with the tonfas and starts whirling around like fucking Paul Hogan did and Crocodile Dundee with the boomerang or whatever the fuck it was, and calling all those animals, but instead sent the Tengu Warriors away with that shit. And I'm surprised we didn't mention fucking. I'm surprised we didn't mention fucking Power Rangers.
Power Rangers? Well, if we did that, we could mention Power Rangers, VR Troopers, Beetleborg, Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad.
Which is better than VR Troopers. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah, when you look back at VR Troopers, it was not good.
They had that back in the 90s. Was a lot of that Sentai bullshit, like Masked Rider. Remember that guy? Remember that fucking dude? Masked Rider. Now, I asked Mars Girl once before, because she's a huge fan of the Kamen Rider series, right? And she told me what Masked Rider was based on in Japan, and I can't remember what it life of me. I'd ask her again, but my subscriber count isn't high enough to get a response, so I guess I'll never know.
Are you serious? She's one of those people too?
That's the impression I get.
I thought you guys were actual friends.
You know what? I thought that too. I really did. But apparently, this is why I tell everybody: don't be friends with YouTubers. Seriously, if they say that they're your friend, if they even tell you at any point in time, they say they will fuck you so fucking fast, dude. Seriously, don't be friends with YouTubers. Even if you knew them before they became famous, they will forget about you. They will forget about you so fast. Time and time again, I've seen influencers, I've seen YouTubers. I'm not talking about the one guy I was referring to earlier, because I'm not going to say his name, but I'm not really referring to Mars Girl in that way, honestly, because I don't know. Kaylin's usually busy with life, I guess, but I sent her a message like last year asking about something that was completely different than what the fuck she was going through, that I was legitimately looking for information. She has yet to actually read it and reply, right? But I guess because I'm not like denouncing Vic Mignogna on Twitter or some stupid shit, or not getting wrapped up in that whole fucking debacle, then I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Took my XP for those,
Dude, I'm not getting any XP anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
You get XP every time you take the iron out of the furnace.
I just want to fucking fish and pole.
What's that got to do with the fucking furnace?
Nothing. I need a piece of string, and I just want to fucking fish. Anyway.
It's fun, but I'm just saying, whenever you take iron out of the furnace, you get XP for that.
Anyway, like I was saying, but when it comes to YouTubers, be very careful with who you call a friend and who you do, because I mean, like, seriously, if you know this person and you create content with them or whatever, great, good on you. But if you're like some rando and they reply to a message, please, please, please don't take that as, oh my god, this person's my friend, because in reality, you're really not. You're just another subscriber. And it's sad that I've got to say that. It really is. But that's the world that we live in. Most YouTubers don't give a fuck about their subscribers. They really don't. To them, you're a number. To them, you are a paycheck from AdSense. That's all they care about. Okay? Like, you get assholes like Sinvicta, who does Binding of Isaac. I'll call him out. I don't give a fuck. You like Sinvicta, right? He does Binding of Isaac playthroughs. Dude just got himself a brand new house on what? All of his fucking donations, quote-unquote donations from his fan base. And I'm sorry, so you mean to tell me, and I know we're getting off subject again, but I mean...
Such is life.
I know. It was like, you mean to tell me that You bought a brand new house off of the backs of other people's hard work. Motherfucker, that's slavery as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's what that is. You got it. This son of a bitch, seriously, dude, I'm not joking, Gekko. He fucking got a brand new house, has been bragging about it, right? Dude down in Texas, who's been bragging about it. He plays the Binding of Isaac. He live streams it, then he uploads the videos on YouTube. And then he does, like, Among Us, because he's, like, I think he's, like, my age, maybe a couple of years younger. But he tries to be hip with the young community. Like, I'm pretty sure his audience is, like, 12 to 15-year-olds. My shit is... He's, I guess. If he is, he sucks at it. But if he sucks at it, I guess not, because he's got what he calls the mosh pit, which is his fan base. And, like, they all donated a bunch of fucking money to his Patreon and shit, and that's how he was able to buy his new fucking house. That's what it's come down to. Motherfuckers that can't get a real fucking job, they gotta get all this shit off of the backs of other people. You guys are fucking horrible. And no, this ain't sour grapes, and I'm not hating. I'm telling the fucking truth.
They're not as bad as reaction channels. That's real.
Oh, fuck reaction channels, man. Reaction channels are a whole new breed of bullshit. But I'm talking about all these YouTubers and influencers and everything like that. Like, I can understand if they were pulling in donations to increase the production value of the videos. Like, that makes sense. Or to be able to pull in a guest for, like, an interview or for, like, a bit or something. Like what JonTron does, okay? All the money that he has, JonTron, I use him as an example. All of the money that he makes from his ad revenue and from his Patreon goes to the production of his stuff, which is why his stuff only comes out like every month or so. It goes to pay the people who do it pays his crew to do the editing and all that stuff. It goes to pay any kind of guests he has. It goes to all of that, right? So, but this guy, Sinvictus, like I said, Sinvicta, whatever the fuck his name is, however you pronounce it, he's in there bragging, yeah, I couldn't have done it without you guys. I got this brand new house. And I'm like, so you basically conned a bunch of kids into giving you money so you could buy a new house because you're too fucking lazy to get your own? Fuck you, man. Seriously. Fuck him. Honestly, and I promise you this, a lot of people, especially like drama channels, are so fucking scared to call out some of these idiots. And I don't know why. Well, Keemstar's not. I'll give him credit. Keemstar's got balls. Like, he'll call him out, no fucking problem. Because he always has dirt and facts to back up his shit. Me, as an observer, it's like a spade. I'll call a spade a spade. And some of these fucking YouTubers are just, they're shit. They're garbage. Their content is shit, but people eat it up, you know? It's like when people say, well, like when people argue and say, well, are you a YouTuber? I'm like, no. No, I'm not. I do this for fun. I do this just to entertain, just to have fun. And if anybody wants to come and watch, that's cool. At least I'll have my rants on record, you know? So if anybody says, well, you didn't really say that, oh, okay, go pull up episode so-and-so of this, and you'll hear what I have to say. But see, unlike all these other idiots like Ecoraptor bending the fucking knee, or rather, I should just say bending over, because let's be real, bending over at these fucking crying baby bitches, I'm not gonna do that, like fucking ever. So if you think for a million years that I'm gonna bend the knee because something I said was offensive to you, you're barking up the wrong tree, because it ain't never gonna happen.
There you have it, folks.
What the fuck is that in the background? Are you vacuuming your fucking floor?
No, that's my washer. My clothes washer.
Why the fuck are you washing clothes? Been hearing that shit just like
dirty ones.
Right, but they're like hearing that shit for like the last 30 fucking minutes in the stream, and I'm like, is something fucking wrong? Is like your lady like vacuuming? Like, that is a loud fucking vacuum.
No, that's the clothes washer.
Fix that fucking Hoover.
No.
Oh wow, I found a big pit. Big pit. It's a big pit.
Big old pit.
I think one of these days I need to just
bang zoom straight to the moon.
What? Yeah, no. No, one of these days I need to do a video where I just fucking go off. Just say all the shit about all these idiot content creators that everybody's afraid to, for one reason or another. Because, like, the biggest problem is that everybody goes, well, I don't want YouTube to get mad at me. Guys, YouTube can't do shit to you. They can't. The most that they'll do is terminate your channel. Ooh. Okay, cool. Well, if you're...
Make another one.
Yeah, just make another one.
Make another one.
Make another one and resume the shit talking. Don't stop. Don't stop, because, I mean, that's basically censoring, and YouTube loves to censor people. They get somebody who cries and bitches and pisses and moans and whines and all this other shit, and it's like, why do you even waste your fucking time? How the fuck do I get out of this goddamn cave?
How the fuck we get up here?
I think I found a way out. I think. Ugh, fucking YouTubers and their bullshit and their lies and their horseshit and their deceit. It's like, whatever happened to just wanting to, like, upload for the sake of having fun and just to show off, oh my god, my eyes need to adjust. Holy shit. Ooh-wee. Alright. Ooh-wee. Anyway.
I like Wild and Crazy Kids.
Yeah, no. That show was... That show
Johnny Jeffcoat.
Yeah, that fucking name is fake as fuck. There's no way. I've never, ever, ever come across...
No, man, did you move in down the street? Oh, you live next door to the Jeffcoats.
Wasn't there a celebrity who got their start on Wild and Crazy Kids?
Yeah, fucking, Omar Gooding.
Omar Gooding?
He's Cuba's brother.
Little brother, right?
I believe so. No, I believe he's the older brother.
Cuba Gooding Jr.? Okay.
Yeah, I believe Omar is the older of the two brothers. He's like the, Charlie to Cuba's Eddie.
Do you motherfuckers have string by chance? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna rob your houses of string if you have it. If not, I'm just gonna kill you.
I've got string to give your ass.
I've got no strings to hold me. Down, falls downstairs, breaks all bones, laughs.
Breaks wood.
Breaks wood.
I've got no string to hold me. That.
I don't even get me started on Disney. Like, Disney... So, before Disney started producing horrors and idiots, I remember...
It actually produced quality...
It produced good movies. It produced, of course, like I said, DuckTales and Darkwing Duck and all that stuff. And then I remember Masterpiece Theater was always a good one. We never brought up... shit. And I know we're bouncing back and forth, bouncing around, but we never brought up Shining Time Station.
Shining Time Station.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Mr. George Carlin was Mr. Conductor.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we didn't, I mean, at the time we were kind of young, so we didn't really know who George Carlin was until we got older. We're like, oh, this is the guy that summoned Thomas the Tank Engine.
Why is Mr. Conductor saying all these words?
He brought it up in one of his shows. He's like, trust me, this is Mr. Conductor talking. And everybody started cheering, and I was like, that's
oh, we
right.
get that reference.
Speaking of references, let's talk about Rocko's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy and...
The Nicktoons era?
The good Nicktoons era, yeah.
Your Rocko, your Ren and Stimpy, your Aura Monsters, your fucking Doug, your Rugrats.
I'm the only one in this party chat who had the pleasure of meeting Billy West. Super nice dude, man. That is one of my all-time greatest moments, dude.
And was that at a convention?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And it wasn't meeting him as a guest. I was meeting him as staff, and I mentioned that in episode 1 of Minecraft and Memories, where I met him. And he, when I mentioned I was the director of press and media, he went into Farnsworth voice and went, "Oh, you're the one who brings good news to everyone." It took a lot not to fanboy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It took a lot not to fanboy. He's very short. This guy is like, but he's super nice and like, he's really short and
nice guy, but the height.
I know the height is, but it's Billy fucking West though. You don't talk shit about Billy West. Or he'll just like show up in your nightmares and talk like Roger Klotz and bitch slap you. Ain't funny. Pow.
Roger Klotz or Doug.
or the fucking Eminem. But anyway, no, he just super nice dude, and
Bugs Bunny.
just a very nice guy altogether.
Oh,
Like I
there
said,
we go. So we're lumping in all of the Nicktoons. What about Animaniacs and fucking Tiny Toon Adventures?
I did watch Tiny Toon Adventures a lot in Houston because it came on right before Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates. And
You see that Spielberg has brought back Animaniacs?
I heard, and now it's all what's the word I'm looking for? PC and stupid.
They haven't aired any episodes yet.
They did, as I heard.
No, they haven't aired the episodes yet.
If what I read must have been false, but if I know the trend, it's gonna be it's gonna be fucking terrible.
Well, they did it to Rocko's Modern Life. I still don't. I mean, yeah, Ren.
Why are you facing the corner? Are you like? Is the Blair Witch coming after you? Fuck.
No, I'm in the basement with Mike.
Michael.
Mike. Excuse me. Knocks her down. Camera.
I never did see the remake though. I heard they actually showed the Blair Witch, and she's this real elongated, fucking weird-looking mama monster thing. I don't know really how to describe it, but
okay, but here's a twist. We show the Blair Witch. I'll take my check payable to cash.
yeah, you know it's funny that they do that. They're like, well, but the suspense of not seeing her is stupid. Stop doing that. Stop doing that right now, and realize that people want to see monsters. As sad as it is for me to say that, it's true. God, I wish there was a button that you could like hit to organize a fucking box. Like just press it once and organize. Anyway, I think that about I think that about wraps it up for this stream. It's been going on an hour and a half, and I did rant a little bit, and I tend to do that a lot because there are a lot of things that piss me off, and I think I am going to really just follow through with that and come up with another stream where I'm just gonna let off. There's so many things that I need to let off on as far as where content creators are concerned and everything like that. I know that I'm just, I'm 40 subs. I don't give a shit if I get any more than that. If I do, great. If I don't, whatever. The difference between me and them is that I would prefer to just actually have a real job and do this as something to kill time or something to do for fun. Which is why I say the things that I say. But you get Twitch streamers, you get YouTubers and all that stuff. They're like, and they get on there and they complain. They got their fake crocodile tears, and they're like, I do this as a full-time job, and I sacrifice my family, and I sacrifice. I'm like, you don't sacrifice shit, bitch. All right, stop it. Just stop it. Anyway, I'll have a list of people that I'm getting kind of fed up with their horse shit. Ego Raptor's definitely on that list. That fucking sellout. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory fucking lane. I think it was fun up until I got angry about a couple of things. If you like it, you could like and share, I guess. It's up to you. And that has that notification thing that everybody does nowadays. So, yeah, good deal. Awesome. You guys take care. Enjoy the rest of this fucked up year, and hopefully we're not all dead in the streets next month.
Go watch Angela Anaconda in Wienerville.
Maybe just Wienerville. At least that was funny.
Classic 90's comedy correlation.
And Hey Arnold. Absolutely Hey Arnold.